Mabuhay! I am Mervin Suaybaguio from the Republic of the Philippines. I work in the government as Provincial Information, Communication, and Knowledge Management Officer, where I manage the TV and radio stations and the official newspaper of the provincial government. Since our office has knowledge management component, we also provide scholarship programs for government workers who wish to professionalize public service to better serve our people. This is what I'm going to share to all of you today about a unique program of the provincial government of Davao del Norte, which already helped hundreds of government workers who have been given the opportunity to get a college diploma and even earn a master's degree employing a very convenient scheme. At first, the goal was to simply help those government workers who were deprived of the opportunity to finish college in the past because of some unfavorable circumstances. Although they had been given the chance to work in the government, getting a promotion seemed almost impossible. The dream of making their family proud seemed so hard to realize. Because in the Philippines, Filipino people value education so much, so getting a college diploma is a dream come true, not only for us, but also for our family. Because of the unique program of our provincial government called the Davao del Norte Learning Institute, or popularly known as DNLI, the lives of our scholars have changed for the better. The degree they obtained from DNLI has made them prouder of being public servants and more motivated to serve the last, the least, and the lost. Why did I choose to share this best practice? Because aside from being a licensed professional teacher and advocate of quality education, I want to give emphasis on the importance of education, may it be formal or informal, not only for our children and the youth, but also to adults and lifelong learners. I have been involved in so many advocacies, community outreach activities, and other similar undertakings. And I observed that most of the people we served in those activities I mentioned are actually those who were not able to obtain education. In our country, where most employers require college degree to be the minimum qualification for one to get a job, it would be very difficult for most people to get a decent job, even blue collar, much more a white collar job. This is how important education is, especially in a society where knowledge is considered a prized possession, and that people who are deprived of education will also be deprived of so many things that are crucial for survival. I do not have to give you facts and figures about this because this is quite observable. In fact, most countries that suffer from economic crisis, hunger, poverty, gender inequality, political turmoil, and other social issues have low literacy rate, low quality education, to the extent that even basic education can be hardly accessed by the common people. Good thing that governments in different parts of the globe have realized the value of education. As a matter of fact, quality education is one of our sustainable development goals. And if we think about it, the rest of the SDGs are in one way or another connected with education. In the Philippines, substantial reforms have been made by the government to improve the quality of our education, such as the passage of the free tuition law in state universities and colleges, provisions of standardized classrooms and other school facilities, strengthening research and development, maximizing the use of information and communication technologies in the delivery of lessons, and many more. Aside from that, the local government units, or those that are below the national government, are also empowered to make interventions tailored fit to the identified needs of their constituents. This is the most important contribution of the Local Government Code of the Philippines, which greatly helped the government manage the affairs of smaller governments, or what we call in the Philippines, the local government units. One of the great contributions of our local government unit, the provincial government of Davao del Norte, to revolutionize education is the creation of a learning institute in partnership with the Davao del Norte State College and other higher education institutions in the region. This is what I mentioned actually at the start of my speech. Davao del Norte has realized that it is not only our people who need access to quality education, but also those who are already working in the government but do not possess the appropriate qualification. Hence, they work without security of tenure. Many of them doubted their abilities because they lack a college degree. They did not have the confidence in giving the best service that their clients deserve. They were not motivated to go extra mile. And this condition has somehow affected service delivery, mainly because human resource is the most important resource of a public office. But incompetence is never tolerated in public service, since it deals with the lives of the people. We just cannot afford to create costly mistakes that sometimes put the lives of the people at risk. And remember, the beneficiaries of our special program are mostly at the front line of public service delivery. We cannot sacrifice the life and even property of our clients just because of the incompetence of our workers. That is why Davao del Norte Learning Institute is created not only to help our scholars get quality education for free, but also to revolutionize and professionalize public service in our province. The Institute does not only teach scholars with the foundation courses, but also how to marry theories and practice to make learning functional and applicable to their actual jobs. In addition to that, they do not need to go to school in a residential type because professors are the ones who go to their workplace to conduct lectures during the weekends to ensure that their tasks and responsibilities at work will not be hampered. So you see, we do not only address a single problem of having workers that do not have the basic qualifications, but we address other issues which are the direct or indirect effects of the said problem. Moreover, our unique program does not only benefit the scholars, but also the government itself, because service delivery has improved tremendously and people have been given quality services by our successful scholars because of our special program. There was actually a time when we provided our successful scholars the chance to share their inspiring stories through a video competition. We were touched by their stories of how the program has helped them improve their economic status in life, boost their self-confidence, advance their knowledge in public administration, and most importantly, develop their sense of responsibility not only as workers in the government, but also as role models in their respective communities. To the participants of this conference, I challenge you to invest in quality education, not only for your own professional and personal growth, but also to empower you to help others. Like our scholars, before joining the program, they were not able to give what they did not have. They were not able to inspire others because they too lacked something that they can be proud of. But after they successfully obtained their diploma through our Learning Institute, they now feel that they possess the right information, appropriate knowledge, and important life skills that would allow them to give more and inspire others to improve their lives. I understand that most of you are still young and you have doubts if you can make a change in the society. I thought the same thing too when I was your age. But my advice is, just do not be afraid to think big. Think of how you can make a positive impact through your actions, no matter how small or big they are. What matters most is your pure intention to help improve the quality of life of the people we have sworn to serve. Thank you very much. Happy holidays.